Hello and welcome back to the Dream series. Suave here, and I'm gonna continue with the dream. And to recap, like me and my friend Kate, we went to Jurassic World, and we had a bunch of fun. And we decided to stay, for a little bit. And we awake to raptors in the hotel, and so now that we narrowly escaped them, what I'll continue with the dream. If I sound a little nasally, it's because I'm a little sick right now, so I apologize for that. But I still gotta make the video. So here, anyways, like I see this building, and I automatically think we have to get there. Like we just have to. So I tell her, Kate, there's a building over there. Maybe there's a helicopter over there we can use to get out, or something, a phone that works or
Thanks
something.
for trying, Codsworth.
She just is refusing to go though. It makes sense because dinosaurs are roaming the park. That's all. Look, it's our only option. All right, and I
There's still
promised
people alive in
your
Concord.
cousin that I'd take care of you. So I want to get you out of here alive. And she replies with okay. And so we get down from the building and we make a mad dash for the for the jungle slash forest, whichever you want to call it. And I look at my watch and it's pretty late at night. So I see this tree and I decide hey, we should go up it and sleep the rest of the night. So I help her climb, and then I climb up right after. And we're just sitting in the tree. She doesn't want to go back to sleep because of the dinosaurs. Like she's afraid that maybe they'll climb. I'll tell her I'll stay awake and keep watch. And so I'm up the whole night as she goes to sleep. And she falls asleep. That whole night I just hear a whole bunch of sounds coming
Hey,
from
boy.
the
What are you
dinosaurs.
doing out here all by yourself?
And eventually becomes
Down or better?
6 or 7 in the morning. I wake her up and tell her we gotta keep moving.
Okay, then.
She,
Let's stick together.
she's kind of hesitant, but then she remembers why we have to. And so she agrees. We continued as we go down the tree. We continue. And about like 10 minutes later, I hear this loud thumping on the ground. And I feel like the earth kind of trembling a little bit. I'm just hoping to God at this point that this thing just was not a carnivore. I was hoping. And I see this bush. I figure it's not gonna help much. But it's the only thing we can do right now at the moment. And so that's all. Get in the bush right now. So she goes in and so do I. We're just sitting there quietly holding our breaths. Just that thumping continues. And then it's just quiet. And I hear a tree branch being ripped. I kind of look out and I see four large limbs, like four large legs that kind of move like the foliage a little bit more. And I see this incredibly long neck. Excuse me. And what do I know? It's a herbivore. Brachiosaur maybe, I don't know. But it was a herbivore. Like that feeling of relief just kicked in. And man, it was crazy. I come out and tell her, hey Kate, there's nothing to worry about. She's like, what do you mean? told her it eats plants. We still gotta be careful though. And so we try to walk around it, you know, try not to disturb it, try not to get into its way and everything. And we continue on. And then I hear a roar. So I just look back. And I'm thinking, it better not be the T-Rex. It better not be a raptor. It better not be anything huge or fast. I hope it's slow. But not thinking twice, I tell her, run. And me being faster than her, I just ran right behind her. Kind of pushing her a little bit. Because I didn't want her to be left behind. And because of me being faster too, and having a bit more stamina, I decided to carry her once she gets tired. So I carry her in a fireman's carry. And I'm just trying to run as fast as I can with her added weight. And then we finally make it to the building. And that building, like, it's pretty deserted. And I'm looking around. There's a whole bunch of weapons just laying there. Excuse me. And I decided to pick one up. I've never fired a gun or anything. But I figured I should just learn how to use now. Basic thing. Point and shoot. You know, I know how to reload it. I know how to chamber the round, and I know how it works. But I've never shot a gun, so I wouldn't know how to exactly hold it like that. At least a handgun, like a rifle, I've shot before. Wasn't really an actual rifle though. Anyways, like I have a good idea of how to use it. And I also see a knife. And I grab that as well. Figuring it should come useful if I ever need to use it. So I decided to carry it. And there's another gun there, like a rifle of some sort. Added weight, but it's going to be useful. So I decided to take that as well. And we're looking around, trying to see if we can find like a phone or something. And we just can't find anything. Excuse me. And so we're just searching and searching, and eventually we do find a phone. And I decide to call. And we begin to call. And all I hear is like the dial. No one's picking up or anything. So I keep calling and keep calling until someone picks up the phone. And like the third or fourth time that I call, I hear a loud roar. Like, I can tell this thing was big. And it wasn't nice. Like, I'm just holding the phone. Okay, she's right behind me. Very scared. We're both looking at the front entrance. And then we see this gigantic leg. My hand is moving slowly to the button to hang up the phone. And I press it as quietly as I can. And I begin to put the phone down very, very quietly. And then it decides to put its head through the door. And the only thing we can do is hide behind the desk. But if like it's seeing us didn't give it away, like give us away, then our scent would. And lo and behold, our scent gave us away. Like, we were just given away from our set. And it begins to tear the place down. And, man, we're just trying to do something. And there's nothing I can do. I shoot at it knowing that it's not going to do anything. So I'm just pestering the dang thing. And then we're just running through the jungle again. And eventually we get further away from the building. Somehow, some way though, we were able to get away from it. I didn't get a good look at the thing, but I didn't want to. Like, I was just too scared to care. Like, we're just breathing heavily. I just keep asking her, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Please tell me you're okay." And she keeps telling me that she's fine. And just to reassure myself, I keep asking her until she gets very annoyed, telling me, "Yes, I am okay." I can tell she's just tired of me asking. And I understand that she's okay. So I just nod my head and say okay. And I decided to climb a tree to get a better look, like, view of our surroundings. And I look at the direction that we ran from, and that wasn't the building that I saw. It was the old park, like main center, and that's when we got to. And I'm looking around, and then I finally see the building again, and I see that's on top of a mountain. So I tell her, we gotta go in this direction. Like, this building that we got to, Kate, wasn't the right one. And she's like, "Goodness gracious, more walking." I tell her, yeah. We hear that roar again. And then I'm like, "No, more running now, actually." So we begin to go. Like, that scare just gave us more energy, and we just ran very, very fast. Like, she was able to keep up with me, like, with how fast she was running now. And me, I slowed down a bit just to be behind her. And we finally reached the mountain. And I'm looking up at it. It is a very tall mountain. Like, I'm just looking at it. I'm like, damn it. I don't see any other way to get up. But we have to climb. She looks at me like, "I'm not climbing this thing. If I slip and fall, I'm going to lose my life. Like, I'm not climbing this." Trees are rustling, and we hear a roar. I'm starting to climb, because I know it's our only way up. It's like, we should go. She turns around, she's like, "In fact, I'd rather climb." Like, with a very scared tone, too. And she begins to climb. And eventually, she passes me.
Glad to help.
And I'm still just climbing. I'm not even, like, in 1/16 of maybe or something. I don't know. And lo and behold, a T-Rex pops out. And it's right there, like, pretty much right behind me. I look back, I'm like, "Oh, God, no. Oh, God, no." And so I climb as fast as I can. And that thing just narrowly misses me. And from there, I just kind of start pestering it. Like, "Nah, nah, nah, nah." Like, I don't know why. Like, I thought I was safe. And then it just, like, it tries to nap at me again. Like, just keep trying to get me with its large jaw.
Sounds really rough.
And it hasn't been able to. Okay, she's kind of stopped to look down and see what I'm doing. And me, I'm done having my fun, so I start climbing again. And I look down and I see the T-Rex is walking away.
One good idea can make all the
And I'm like,
difference.
alright, we should be safe now. And I catch up to her. I'm sitting there. And all of a sudden, I see the T-Rex is on top of us. Like on a ledge. I'll look up, I'm like, holy shit. Like, what is this? And it's trying like to bite us again. This time from the downward position. Like, it's just trying to get us. It just can't do it. And I'm telling her, damn, we're fucked. If we go down, we're gonna get caught by something. If we go up, this thing's gonna eat us. And I'm just sitting there thinking and thinking, like, what can we do?
Minigun.
And then I remember back to the promise I made.
I know, right?
I told her,
Only there's one hitch.
hey,
Suits out of
okay,
juice.
if I don't come back,
Drive for 100 years.
make it out here
Can be
alive.
powered up again. But
Alright.
we're a bit stuck.
And she's just telling me,
I'll help if I
what are
can.
you doing? I tell her, the only thing we can do. And she's just starting to say, no, don't do it. Don't do it. And me, I'm not listening. I just climb up and I do it.
It's down in the basement.
I climb onto the stupid trail that I didn't even notice
I fix stuff. I tinker.
after I throw a
Bypassing
rock or
security
something.
ain't exactly my forte.
And the T-Rex gets distracted. So I climb up and I throw another rock at it
I'll see
to
what I can
get
do.
its attention. And I start running down the trail. And so it starts to chase after me. She begins to climb up and she is just going to that communication center, that community center, whatever it is. And I'm just running down that hill. Like, this thing is not going to eat me. Like, I am running very fast. Like, faster than I ever ran before. Like, I'm not becoming dinner for this thing. And then
Won't be able
I'm
to
thinking to
do
myself,
this.
how can I get behind this thing to start going back uphill? At one point or another, I'm going to have to start going back uphill. And I should do the very fast, like, very quickest stop I've ever done in my life. And me, I learned how to stop very quickly because of football. With some routes that we have to go at full speed and then go to a complete stop. So I do this. The T-Rex goes past me, and as it tries to turn, it slips and falls. And me, I just began to run uphill. This is becoming a lot harder for me because I'm getting tired. And then we all know how running up a hill goes. It's more excuse me. It's more difficult, but it's happening. It gets up and it's beginning to chase me, and that thing is just starting to catch up. And I'm thinking to myself, nope, 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 nope. And I'm just running as hard as I can, and somehow, some way, I'm able to get up to the top without getting tired. I don't know how. And I get through the door, I slam it shut, and I put all the metal barriers there. All you hear is a loud, like, smack, like a, that's all that you hear. Something like that. And you just hear it over and over again. Like, this thing really wants to get inside. And then it just stops. And it goes away. And I'm just sitting there, my hands on my knees, bent down, breathing very hard. Like, I can't believe I just outran a T-Rex, and I can't believe this just happened. Alright. Well, this episode is over. And if you want to see more, / find out the ending, please leave a like, and please subscribe.